This meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come along. I have to ask, now... Of course you haven't. Vegas always was one of a kind. What you see down on the Strip is just a fraction of the city's former glory, and yet, more than an echo. I preserved its spirit. Or perhaps you were referring to the Lucky 38? The years haven't been kind to her, but still she manages to impress. Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. Don't be afraid to admit it. The business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me, and I want it recovered. Simple enough. My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Benny, I leave to your discretion. When you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus. Well enough. What did you wish to know? It's a very special item. There's nothing else like it in the entire world. It was lost a long time and difficult to find. That's all you need to know about it for this stage of our enterprise. Fulfill your contract. You might keep an eye out for any computers that Benny... Frontal assault. In any case, Benny would see it coming, and all he'd have to do is hold the chip. Our foremost advantage is that Benny doesn't know that I know he has the chip. Let's not squander it. I am the only person to develop that chip. I spent a sum. For decades, I paid salvagers to comb the ruins for it. And when it was... We know how that turned out. Add to that many thousands of caps worth of mercenary protection to screen. Had I used an armed caravan to I didn't want to attract the attention of groups like the Great Khans or the Brotherhood of Steel. What else? It won't be easy. Benny is always surrounded by at least 4 bodyguards, except when he's in his private suite on the 13th floor of the Tops. It's more complicated than that. The chairmen share what you might call a tribal affinity. Look for a man named Swank, Benny's second-in-command. He's always been a reliable Do your best to convince him that you're working under my auspices. Sneaking into... There might be guards. If you were to approach Benny in public, you might be able to leverage his... Benny has led the chairman ever since I recruited his tribe 7 years ago. Until his recent misbehavior, I'd planned to make him my protege. Maybe if I'd begun grooming him sooner, none of this would have happened. I have to think that he found out about the platinum chip and mistakenly convinced himself that he could use it to his own. One of the problems of a tribal workforce. To achieve my aim, I knew Benny. Obviously. Why didn't Good Springs is a bit too far away for me to reliably control. Victor's combat algorithms determined the proper course of action. When he alerted me, I instructed him to approach the site after. I am Robert Edwin House, President, CEO, and sole proprietor of the new Vegas Strip. I oversaw the city's renovations starting from 2274 onward. The 3 families are my employees. Before the Great War of 2077, I was the founder, president, and CEO of Robco Industries, a vast computer and robotics corporation. Don't let the video screens and computer terminals fool you. I'm flesh and blood, not silicone. Let's just say it was very... We can discuss this in greater detail at I recruited a tribal force to supplement my Securitrons and renovated the strip just in time to... Instead of war, a treaty. It's understandable that you'd be curious about this topic. Well enough. Be on your way.